Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Well, hello. Welcome to the show, Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Dudes,
How are you, my friend?
I'm well, you?
Doing all right, I suppose. I get a little inspiration every time I come down here and see you actually rocking out to fucking EDM music.
Yeah, I'm still working my way through Tomorrowland 2018. On your feet, Tomorrowland!
Dude,
That is the best part. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love it. When
It's
you're like,
never ending. Like, how many friggin' hours are there of this thing? It was like a
Hours.
2-weekend event, right? So,
oh yeah.
You know.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean,
Yeah.
they usually open probably noonish, 1-ish, go to midnight, 2 in the
think-
morning.
I assume people think we're joking when it's like, no, Jay's listening. Like, I come down here and it's just like,
Yeah, I dig it.
and I'm like, oh, fuck, he's got to be driving Jay nuts by playing this stuff down here. And it's like, oh no, it's Jay's
Yeah.
computer, and he's watching video from Tomorrowland.
Today is
The
Alesso.
sets are the best, dude. The thing is, to me,
Alesso's banging one out right now, man.
Is he
watching live sets is better to me. Like, I like listening to Pandora and shit, or Spotify and songs, but watching or listening to live sets are way better than just listening to singles. You gotta watch live sets.
Well,
It's better.
I can't get over the spectacle of this thing.
Yeah.
The stage. This has to be the most amazing stage in the history of stage production. This thing's
Yeah.
like an underwater theme thing. I think I've mentioned it before, but it's just fucking amazing to me, man.
Can you pull up some pictures so people know what we're talking about?
Should I do
'Cause
Tomorrowland? I guess I was pulling up Vegas. Let
On
me do
your feet, Tomorrowland!
do whatever. Pull up both of them. Who
I can
cares?
pull up Tomorrowland.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. They have to have a giant stage because you don't have bands, running
Yeah,
around.
you just got a guy with a couple knobs, so
Yeah.
got to keep people's interest somehow.
Dude, it is impressive though. Is it hard for you to watch? It looks. I mean,
Oh,
look
if I was present, I would seize.
Yeah.
I would go into a seizure and I would probably die on sight. So I don't believe I can attend these things. So I'm gonna have to watch them from afar. But look at that thing, man.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's like an Atlantis sort of underwater, and then they've got jellyfish that come
Just as-
down, and steam goes over the crowd and stuff, like shooting over. It's sweet.
That's what it looks like if you kind of see it from a distance a little bit. I mean, that might be that's 2017, mind you, but
Yeah, different stage.
but yeah, there's a theme every year.
Now, how big is that for context? I mean,
dude, that looks like it's probably 60 yards across. Honestly,
Well, I'll tell you this: I can't speak for this one specifically, but I was telling you guys when I went to EDC Vegas, their main stage the year I went, and it was the 20th anniversary, so they might have really done it big. But it was like almost a football field.
almost a tackle ball size.
Oh, it's a tackle ball
stage.
field
Wow.
in length.
Incredible.
Let me see pictures
After
of that.
seeing this, I believe you, E. That's legit. At
it's
least
impressive.
60 yards.
It's not nearly as impressive though in the daytime.
Yeah. Well,
You
that's
know,
last year, Mike.
I mean, they're not
yeah.
about the.
Get on your feet, Tomorrowland 2018.
There's like all of EDC
Dude.
kind of. I mean,
So EDC is the Vegas one.
right. There's
Okay.
Electric Daisy. The two big. I mean, Electric Daisy Carbonell is one of the biggest ones too.
So is
out
this
there.
fully built just for this event?
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh,
that.
that
that's
a
at the
Speedway or something?
Yep, that's at the Las Vegas Motor
Okay,
Speedway.
yeah. So what am I even looking at? Where's the main stage?
So if you were looking at this, like below here, on the
Pop
bottom
that
is.
picture up so people can see it.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought I did have it up. That's not even like this first one down here is not the main stage. The main stage is actually over here to the left.
To the left.
By these two kind of purple like gate things. And I mean, yeah, it's
I mean, it looks like a soccer stadium in the middle.
here's the one I went
It's
to.
the entire infield of a speedway.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
huge.
And Vegas is actually unique against almost all of the other ones, and that Vegas goes at night, all night from they say from sundown to sun up. So it's like literally starts at like 8 at
Look at
night
that
and goes
shit,
at 7
dude.
in the morning.
Yeah, it's impressive,
The
man.
lasers.
See, I think I'm with you though. I think I would seize.
I would definitely seize.
I mean, it drives me nuts when they do strobes at a concert for
Yeah.
just 20 seconds.
I would curl up like a chihuahua and shiver.
I mean, it's just a sensory overload, is what I mean. It's about because, like you said, you're right. There isn't a band, so it is all this other stuff. It's this smog or smoke or
complete
whatever
experience,
CO2,
man.
and yeah,
That's what gives you the body high, though.
it sure as hell is.
Yeah, I get it. I guess I get it, E, when you're talking about, the beat dropping. You really don't.
Well, and when you're
love
sitting
something
there,
like that.
when you're sitting there with, I mean, literally, I mean, at these festivals, usually it's like 120,000, but people are at different stages. But if you're at the main stage, you're probably talking 50, 60,000 people, and the reality is, yes, when these beat drops happen, it is.
Are you ready, Tomorrowland?
I mean,
Do you get excited when you're watching?
Fuck
Tomorrowland
yeah.
when
Everybody
the
from
beat
the-
drop
Oh,
is
yeah.
coming? Yeah, can you feel it? The
I'm jumping.
anticipation?
well, you start
I'm
to get.
jumping in my kitchen.
Do they have
start-
false starts?
Yes, it does
Oh,
happen.
definitely.
And
I,
DJs,
I felt like such an asshole a couple times.
Oh, I'm getting ready to
Yeah.
go off, and then they bring it
Yeah,
back
me
down.
and Manny were ready for one the other
Really?
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes they fuck up, and sometimes they do it to fuck you up. Sometimes they just go out there. But you're right. I mean, when it
They're like edging you.
it gets in this thing into your system, where you just, and then you start hearing that, dun, 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 and you just know it's coming, and it's like it becomes a
ridiculous.
drug. No, it becomes. I had told that to somebody. It becomes a drug in itself, because when you're
So
there,
how many beat drops will you get in a 2-hour set?
again,
Like one? Is there
no,
one
come
giant
on,
one?
man.
again, as I've explained, I know you don't listen when I talk about this, so it's fine. But I explained the one time in the more main stage stuff, you're gonna get a beat drop probably every 30 seconds to a minute, maybe.
Yeah. But
in-
he's more into the trance.
But I'm more into the trance, which can be,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it can be minute or 2 minutes, like, and it's just hard to explain. But that's
Every 30 seconds to a minute. I mean, that. Are you sure
maybe
you're
not 30 seconds,
overdropping
but
the beat?
maybe not
It
30
seems like you're
seconds, but maybe
overdropping
every
the beat.
minute.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I think that might even be a bit
30
much.
seconds is over.
In my
Probably every minute.
experience,
Probably every minute. Minute to minute 30.
Well, Chris writes in with an EDM question about
Sure.
Marshmello. Hey, fellas, long time no write. Mike, no need for you to listen to this. I need some EDM advice from J&E. I need a rendering on whether or not Marshmello is a competent knob turner. My 9-year-old daughter took a liking to him, but I think it's simply due to the fact that he wears a giant marshmallow on his head.
Sure.
Can't stand EDM, so I really don't want to do the research. If he's a legit button pusher, I'll stand down. But if he's kind of a joke in the industry, I may have to step in and steer toward other, quote, artists in the EDM world. He did send her an autographed picture after she wrote him a fan letter, so at least he's a decent dude. Later, Chris. All right, Easus, what's your
There's,
feeling on Marshmello?
there's
'Cause
two-
My
there's-
sense from a 30,000-foot view of this is that he's a bit too mainstream.
Yeah, there's a two answers to this.
sin.
Some people
He's
are
looking to
very
really cross over and get more commercial, is what he's looking
Yeah.
to
Well,
do.
some people in general feel that there is a whole thing out there that people think he just basically bought his like fame, like he kind of bought his subscribers on like Instagram and some of this shit. And so there are some people that have
there
some
any
very strong hate towards
Are there
Marshmello.
rumors that he's actually someone else?
Yeah, I mean,
like
I forget who I know. People
Armin
basically
van Buren
no,
or something is actually
no,
Marshmello?
no. People kind of know. I don't know who he is right
Have you
now.
seen
but
him, Mike? He wears a big fucking marshmallow. on
I've
his head.
seen that. Yes.
So he could be anybody.
People know. I think people know who he is. I forget who they say he is. Like I said, there's a lot of people who fucking hate Marshmello, and
Have you seen him?
I've seen him a few times. There's a lot of people that like him. Personally, I saw him at the Forest this year. The songs he picked, it was a great show. I had a fucking blast. But is he? Again,
It's
if you're
too mainstream,
he's-
right?
It's not just that he's mainstream. People think that he literally.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's a poser.
kind of a poser.
He bought his way in.
Bought his kind of way in.
Russell
so.
says he's big on the Fortnite scene too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. But again, like
what world am I living in right now? I don't even know what the fuck you guys are talking about anymore.
I'm just gonna talk across shit.
It's like I'm just gonna take, which is good. I don't feel very good, to be honest with you right now. So Fortnite, EDM, and go. I'm just gonna go huddle in the corner.
Oh, we're done now.
No, keep going.
No,
I will
but
say
yeah.
those pictures are amazing. Like I think the best stage I ever saw from a concert perspective was Paul McCartney, who had this wall of like digitally. It was amazing, but it doesn't come close to what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Look,
on
this is
that,
a good.
you know.
Here's a good one. To show, like this is like the main stage from a view. I mean, I mean, you got to imagine how many people that is there,
Yeah, that's insane.
and how big that thing is when you're sitting there.
I mean, what is that? 100,000 plus?
Again, my estimation probably is that's probably like 50-ish. Because again, there's some people that will never go to main stage. Some people will just stay on base stages. Some people will just stay on
Why?
trance.
It's their thing, man.
It's like people again. If you think that like if you just said rock and roll, you like rock. Okay, well, what kind of rock do you like? I like rock and roll. Well, do you like punk rock? Do you like classic rock? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you
Power
like
ballads
indie?
really
Power
is my
ballads,
thing.
yeah.
Power ballads.
That's
hair
fresh on
metal.
my mind given Massey's tweet. You see that?
Oh,
Massey
yeah.
tweeted about somebody tweeted at him the top 10 worst power ballads ever done.
Yeah,
And he's like, I don't agree with this one, but number 2 reminded me of At the Detroit Cast,
Yeah.
and of course it was
When the Children Cry.
Children Cry by White
Nice.
Lion.
Yeah. I didn't hate that list, by the way. There was a Bon Jovi one on there I didn't agree
There's a
with.
Motley Crue on there that,
Yeah, was it Without
that
You?
had to make you cringe, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is kind of a douche.
Without you
in my life, I slowly wilt and die. Ugh. Yeah, I should have left it with Home Sweet Home. There you go. But yeah, when I see like Europe on there with Kier,
Yes.
oh, Fuck, those
Some
are bad,
embarrassing moments.
dude.
Bon Jovi's on there for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, well, good luck, guys.
Damn, all this talk is almost just. I just want to count down I want the show to be over so I can get in my car and listen to music now.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to do now. I want to
Me
put on
too.
State of Trance and drive home and
You
just.
guys want to call it a day? We'll get you guys in your cars. You guys go EDM each other off.
Hey everybody, you already know that the Hamlin Pub is a great place to watch the big tackle ball game or go out with your girl, but are you aware of Hamlin Pub's amazing Tuesday and Thursday food specials? Well, Tuesdays, burger and brew days. That's an Angus burger, fries, and your choice of 12-ounce domestic beer or soda, just $6.99. If pizza's more your thing, then get there tonight, Thursday, when you'll get half off all pizzas. These specials are good at all 5 locations, of course, in Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, and the 2 in Shelby Township. And we'll be out there September 29th, so
Yeah.
save that date and more information on that to come.
Hey, the end of the show yesterday, we called Jerry from the Jacks. Just, we had a really disturbing
A
story.
welfare check.
Yeah, it was, what was it, Mr. Egg?
Yeah, Brian Egg was found headless.
They think it's him. They haven't.
And
I
we
mean-
wondered if there was some sort of serial killer out there in the San Francisco Bay Area looking for old, gray-haired, ponytailed gay men.
Yeah, and so we were like, fuck, is there any chance Jerry knew him? Because he would have known the club, the Stud, I
Yeah.
think it was, that this guy was a bartender at. He's around Jerry's age, and he doesn't have his head. And so it was really troubling when we couldn't get a hold of Jerry yesterday. But you want to, and I have not talked to him at all. We did get an email from him, so I think we're we're okay.
We did, but we also received several correspondences asking, is Jerry okay, and what we should do about it. Cameron is one such emailer. So a couple things. Given that Mr. Egg was found headless and there was no answer when you called Jerry, I think there should be a daily welfare check call to Jerry so we can know that he's all right.
Yeah.
Also, what are the chances of doing a screening of Jerry's movie at the Hamlin Pub meetup on the 29th?
It's a great idea.
I mean, we hadn't thought about that, Cameron, but
It's maybe not a terrible idea, but I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't
it'd be a
know.
surprise for all of us.
Yeah, and I think it involves cats, actual cats, and I think it's silent, I believe. But do you mind if I blow in a call really quick, just see if, I mean, I don't know what time does he get up and go for coffee? 'Cause
I
it's a few
don't
hours
know.
earlier.
You're right. I don't know.
Yeah, you
man.
don't know it. Why don't I blow in a call? We'll see if we can't get a hold of him. You know it's going to voicemail, of course.
Right.
Let me do my jungle bird call.
What's your jungle bird call?
You reached 415.